What's up, guys? Hope you're all feeling good today. Welcome back to another chess video. I will just be doing a game review right now of a game I just got done playing. I'll maybe show you guys a couple of games that I just played recently. I will play some more games here live soon here, but for now I just want to do some game reviews. So this is a game I just got done playing, and it was kind of a crazy game. Keep in mind, these are all blitz games, and both myself and my opponent are, you know, relatively low rated, so we make a lot of bad moves and stuff. So anyway, so this is my setup here. I normally don't play this setup, but it was interesting. I tried to do some stuff in this game, and it didn't really work out. Now, my opponent's not playing good at all. What is the best move here for me to play? Just move my rook over. Like, the computer just says that my position's just better. It must be just my development and stuff. Whenever I see stuff over here like this, I want to like attack it, and so like that's sort of my mindset. So like I just play here. That is not a good move. I move my bishop back. He takes, which honestly, this almost just I thought is gonna possibly open up something for my rook. So I moved my king over and started to do that. Now while I'm trying to do my own little thing here, my position is getting worse according to the engine. I do move my rook over, and I realize that I can't go here. Well, number one, the knight's there now, but the queen also is seeing that, and that would be a bad check. So I tried doubling up my rooks. I really, really wanted to line up something here. Like, I tried so hard to force it. And I do think that sometimes in blitz, especially at like low elo ratings, like a lot of times if you just say, I'm gonna attack you, I'm gonna just find a way to make this work, you usually can, because they won't play optimally, you know. But obviously, if you start getting to the, you know, 2000s and higher, you know, mid 2000s or whatever, like they'll be able to play more defensively. But queen moves here. I didn't think that was a great move. I start pushing. I noticed that first of all, I take. And I realized that if they ever do like move their king or their king up and their rook over, I can just like block with the rook. Then I also see this pawn's free, and then this one's also hanging. He goes here, which I wonder if I should have taken the pawn. No. Yeah. Okay. So I actually took the pawn here with my rook. He does slide the rook over, but now I can just move my king up. Okay, and then he gets his knight in. I move back. So now I'm threatening the bishop, so he has to defend that or do something. So he defends it with the rook. Now, this is where things kind of went bad for me. I didn't really play very optimally at this point. But this game was really crazy. I mean, this is a weird, wacky position, really fun, but I definitely didn't do the best. So first of all, I just took this pawn. But that allowed him to take here and fork my rooks. Now, why is this bad? It's bad because I can sack the bishop. So what did I actually do in the game? I sacked the bishop. So what was my idea with sacking the bishop? Here, here, then I sack the rook. He takes, I go here, and I thought, oh, then I win a rook. But then I was like, wait, he could just go here. So this, the computer says is good because I take the knight. Now, I saw that I don't actually win the rook. So when I initially made this move, I thought that it was going to win me the rook. Right? I thought it was going to win me the rook. But I wasn't really thinking. And so he took with the knight, and here I panicked. And instead of taking with the rook, I moved my knight up. So now that whole thing, which gave me a major advantage, was no longer an advantage. And what was my idea here? To win the queen, to fork. That's why I moved the knight there. But this is a blunder. Why is it a blunder? Because he can win my rook. Now I can win it back. So I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it isn't even. It's a dead even draw here, which, you know, I was really trying to win here. So I go here. He takes, and I think, oh my goodness, I'm gonna win his queen, right? So here, 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 except for the fact that I didn't see that. Now, the king is supposed to go here in this situation. And then I go here. Yeah, like this is apparently better for me, but like I totally hallucinated here and thought, oh my god, he just blundered his queen, and I just gave this check. Like an idiot, guys. So then I didn't even think about the knight coming back there. Like, I think when I was looking at this position, I don't know, like, I didn't even think about that. Or I think maybe intuitively I thought about the fact that maybe I could take it, but like, I'm so like just playing in a rush because it's blitz that I don't think, and I'm like, oh no. But then I'm like, fine, I can take the knight. And now I'm losing, guys. Now I'm absolutely losing. I should have taken the rook here. That's what the computer wanted me to do. It's the only way I'm even still in it. And I didn't do that. So, I mean, this game is just crazy, but guys, it gets a little crazier. So now I push the pawn. He goes here. Then I realize that his queen is no longer defending his rook. This was a very bad move, in my opinion. So I move here. Threatening check, take the rook. Now, the computer says I'm still losing. Because look at what he does. He doesn't even defend this, but the computer doesn't care. The computer still says I'm completely losing here. So I go here, then I win the rook. And I would think that now I'm back in it. You know, I have more pawns than him. Like, I don't know. I just felt like, even though I'm down like a minor piece, I didn't think it was that bad. Computer wants him here to go, you can do this. That is a hard move. What if I like give this check? He can block with a knight. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's no way to give a check and discover. Well, there wouldn't be anyway, because the queen is defended by the bishop, and the bishop's defended by the queen, so I can't even sack the rook for it. So that doesn't work. Okay, so that check would not have worked. All right, so he did not find that move. What did he actually do? He saw that the queen was pinning the pawn, so he thought he was clever. This is 1500, 1600 tactic here. Just immediately going for this. This is just bad chess. I mean, like you should not be making these. I mean, I guess people make these mistakes. I make some of these mistakes still, too, you know. But, so then he goes here, and then I had a really cool move to end the game, to win. First, I gave a check, which I didn't know. I did not calculate it from here. But I didn't know what he was going to do here. You know, he can't block with the queen, because then I take. And then I thought, maybe there's some way. This rook is hanging. It's free. You know, if I can find a way. I guess I can't, because this pawn is blocking the diagonal. So I guess that would never happen, but I don't know. I thought maybe there's something that could happen. So he goes here. So, I mean, the next move is pretty obvious if you guys can just see it real quick. You probably, I mean, if he is threatening my bishop, he was, but no, the move is just bishop d4. Queen can't take because I can take back, and the bishop can't take my queen back because it's pinned. And then the next move that's coming is going to be rook down here and mate. So yeah, at this point, it's just game over. So he makes a move. I give a check, and it's mate and 1 wherever he goes, because the rook is defended here. So yeah, so there's that game. I'll show you guys one more game. I don't remember how good this game was, but we'll look at it. So let's see, I'm black here. So this is a very common opening that I do. I go here. Yeah, see, I blundered this. I thought it was just a trade of the pawns. But if I took here, he wins my rook. So I was like, crap. So I took the bishop instead. Which, whenever you make a mistake, you don't need to follow through. And just, you know, you can change things there. You know, you can change course of action. But he goes there. So now, like, if I try to go after the pawn, I figured he was going to play this to defend it. I attack the pawn anyway. He does not do that. So I just won the pawn back. This was very bad play by him. Both of my opponents have been playing pretty bad here. Then he moves a queen here, and I'm like, oh no, he's threatening checkmate. Except he's not. Like, if I went here, this is losing, and this is always a mistake I make. It's losing because if he goes here, let's just say I go here. Oh, he's got to fork me. Oh, that's why it's losing. Yeah, I always miss these things. So that would not have been a good move. This is always a tempting move, but I didn't panic. And I was like, don't play this. I was like, you got your knight here. Now, what I was worried about, I just moved my queen back. I didn't know what I was going to do with it exactly, but I moved it back. You know, maybe I could push the pawn here or something. Computer wanted to go over here, though. But I didn't know what I was going to do exactly. But one thing I was worried about was, I don't know, like him somehow threatening my knight. But I guess that would have been a couple moves away. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I clicked there on accident. Okay, so he moves here. I go here. Wanted me to put the other rook there. Because then I wanted to move it there. That was the whole idea. Then I go here. I'm not really threatening anything. I thought maybe I could threaten the queen. Huh, why is this knight move so good? See, the computer wants this trade, which is interesting. And then just wants you to attack with the g-pawn. Interesting. Anyway, that's not what happened. I attack the queen. He goes here. Oh my god, I blundered. I didn't even see that. That was a free queen. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh my god, I play so bad. And then you could just take back with the queen. Like, obviously taking back with this is a complete miss because then I win the queen. But of course he doesn't have to do that. And like, yeah, so I completely just hung that. Okay, and then we get to this endgame, which it looks like, I honestly thought maybe I'm losing here. I'm not losing, but like, I don't like this 3-on-1 over here. I guess it's not really 3-on-1 because I have this pawn. I do have two pawns, or I mean, these pawns here are like pretty good. So like I felt safe. I go here, he goes there. I start bringing my king over. I blunder the game, essentially. Maybe not, actually. If he takes here... just keep pushing? I don't know how in the world this isn't completely losing, but the computer says it's a draw with perfect play. I don't understand that at all. Anyway, thank God my opponent was bad. He hung a queen earlier, didn't see it, so of course he's going to miss this move. I'm surprised. Most players are good enough to see this. I never have opponents like not take a pawn like this, but he didn't. So then I go here. Yeah, this was a good move. Yeah, I figured this was a good move because if he goes here, I could take this. If he takes, I can still take this. And if he doesn't take, you know, that's still good for me, so. Unless it's not, actually. Hold on. If he plays something like this, is this dangerous? I mean, could I still do this, or is that bad? I don't know. Anyway, what actually happened in the game was I go here, I take, and then I thought, okay, let's push my pawn. So while this pawn's a distraction, this rook could take this. Wait, I could have taken this pawn here because the king would have then defended the rook. I didn't even see that. Oh my god, I didn't even see that. Anyway, I'm completely winning here because I have more pawns than him. So there's really not much of a game here. There was a lot of dancing around I had to do. But the idea was I just wanted to promote one of my pawns, you know? I did blunder the pawn, but I figured that I would be able to push these two and get my king up Yeah, see, this was just bad, though. So anyway, I got rid of his rook, and then it's just, I'm not the best at rook endgames. I need to practice more. See, a lot of people end up resigning by this point, so I don't really get to, I don't actually get to practice a lot of rook endgames, because, like, people resign before I get to do it. I need to practice it a little bit more. I mean, I know how to do it, and I wouldn't lose normally, but if I'm low on time, like, I was kind of low on time. I was worried that, like, I wasn't going to be able to do it in time. Because the rook endgame takes a while to do. So anyway, he ends up resigning. See, this is... I know you're supposed to make, like, the square so he can't get out or whatever. But anyway. There we go, guys. There's another chess video for you guys. Maybe I'll play a little bit of chess here and record some of my gameplay. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching. Take care of yourselves. See you guys next time.